Welcome guys back to another episode of Arsenal Transfer News Daily. We are doing another one of these episodes. We did one this morning. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, but we are back again doing another one of those as we've got lots more news to cover. So let's get straight into it. First bit of news is on Gabriel Magalhães. Now, apparently his agent has come out and said that he rejected higher lucrative offers to come to Arsenal. He also suggested that Edu was a key factor and Mikel Arteta, again, was a key factor in trying to lure him to the Emirates Stadium. Apparently, they did both had a phone call with Gabriel, Edu and Mikel Arteta, and they decided that Arsenal was the place for Gabriel to go. And this suggests that Arsenal are still an attractive proposition, even though he rejected higher wage offers from the likes of Manchester United, maybe Paris Saint-Germain or Man City if they did come in, and he decided to come to Arsenal. That shows that we are being serious in the transfer window, and if Mikel Arteta and Edu want their man, they will get their man. The exact quotes from his agent were actually, Arsenal were nowhere near the best proposal money-wise. Gulia Miranda told Freddie Paxton of The Guardian, and Gabriel chose them because over the more lucrative offers because Edu convinced us of the project. It's 100% because of Edu, Gaspar and Arteta. Arteta will be buoyed by Gabriel's decision to join the club as he arrives alongside fellow youngster William Saliba, who joined from Saint Etienne last summer to join for the Gunners, but stayed on loan for another season, and now he is back to Arsenal. Gunners will be hoping the duo can form a formidable partnership in the heart of Arsenal's defence to cure the defensive problems they've experienced in recent years. Gabriel become Arsenal's second signing of the summer following Willian's arrival on a free transfer from Chelsea, but Arteta hopes to make further additions. Atletico Madrid star Thomas Partey is a leading target, while Arteta might decide on signing another midfielder if Dani Ceballos' stay is not prolonged. Obviously, you've talked about Houssem Aouar as well, but this news that Gabriel he's rejected other offers to come to Arsenal, more lucrative offers. That suggests that money may not always talk, and I think this could be one of the reasons we could get Houssem Aouar over Manchester City, because obviously Man City are in the Champions League. They're a big side with so many world-class players, but so are Manchester United. They've got those kind of players as well. Why did Gabriel reject them and come to Arsenal? You look in the case of Houssem Aouar, the sporting director Junio has good relationship with Edu, so they can get a deal done for Aouar, and maybe Arteta can wave his magic wand again and get the Aouar one done as well, along with Thomas Partey. We'll have to see what happens with that. But the breaking news is that Gabriel, this is confirmed by the way, we just gave the quotes from his agent, that Gabriel rejected more lucrative offers to come to Arsenal. Next bit of news is on a player we've been linked with, that is Boubakary Soumare. As apparently Arsenal are in the running to sign Lille midfielder Boubakary Soumare, with Manchester United also interested. Arsenal reportedly in the running for the signing of midfielder Boubakary Soumare as they continue their raid on Lille's talented players this summer after bringing in record signing Nicolas Pepe from Liga last summer, and the Gunners look set to complete a deal for 27 million centre-back Gabriel Magalhães. Mikel Arteta is also keen to adding some steel in his midfielder position that has been in need of strengthening for years and years. Thomas Partey is believed to be the Spaniard's first choice, but Atletico Madrid remain firm in their stance. They'll accept no less than his £45 million release clause to let him go. Foot Mercato claimed that Arsenal are in the race for Soumare this summer after keeping a close eye on the movements of the midfielder. The 21-year-old starred in holding midfield for Lille as he secured a top 4 finish in Champions League football for next season. Newcastle failed in their attempts to lure him to St James's Park in January, and a whole host of clubs are now lining up to sign the France youth international. Manchester United did hold a strong interest last year in Soumare, but he appears further down their list of options, while AC Milan are also keen. The report states that Lille have opened the door to his departure this summer, and now it's down to interested parties to strike a deal. Now, in this report, it's not suggested what sort of price will be touted for Boubakary Soumare, but in my personal opinion, I think it will be the same price that we paid for Gabriel Magalhães. And it seems to me that the players who've been linked with Lille, like Lille players, we end up signing them, to be honest. It was Nicolas Pepe last year, we signed him. Gabriel this year, we basically signed him. So, I won't rule this out with Boubakary Soumare. I rate him, but again, man, if Thomas Partey is our number one target, why can't we just go and get him? Again, I rate Soumare, don't get me wrong. He's a very good up-and-coming holding midfielder, but he's quite inexperienced, and he'll be one of those Guendouzi type players that has a lot of experience, but I'm not saying it's attitude issues, but I don't think he's any better than Guendouzi or Torreira. That's just my opinion. But again, if Arteta thinks Soumare will really help his squad, then I'll stick by him with that opinion. But I think we should just go and sign Thomas Partey. What do you guys think about Boubakary Soumare? Leave it in the comment section down below. But in my opinion, I don't see it. I don't see us. I don't know. It's really. I don't know too much about Soumare. I'm not going to sit here and say that I know a lot about Soumare. I haven't watched him at all. Manchester United did hold a really strong interest last year. You know, they were quite close. They were really interested in Boubakary Soumare, and Sky Sports were all over that, saying that, you know, they could sign him, but they never signed him, and eventually went in for Bruno Fernandes and got that deal done. But Manchester United looks like they won't be going in for Soumare anymore, and Arsenal are now in the running. Again, not many reliable sources backing that up. Only Foot Mercato. Again, I'm not sure what they've called, to be honest. But I think if Arsenal do want to sign him, it might accelerate in the coming days, because they do have a very good relationship with Leo. Obviously, again, they've done a deal done with Nicolas Pepe, and now with Gabriel Magalhães. So it'll be interesting to see whether we actually go in for Boubakary Soumare. But leave me your thoughts in the comment section down below. In my opinion, I don't know too much about Soumare. He could be someone very good, up and coming. In my opinion, I just don't think he's any better than what we've already got with Matteo Guendouzi and Lucas Torreira. So I'd rather Arsenal just get the deal done for Thomas Partey. And yeah, some reports suggesting with Thomas Partey that we might trigger the release clause this week. Some saying that the deal's off, that we're not going to do it. It's very contrasting on that front. But Soumare is touted as one of the alternatives. Obviously, quite a few alternatives have been lined up other than Thomas Partey, like Diawara has been linked, Pereira has been linked, and now we're linked to Soumare, some others as well. But it'll be interesting to see what Mikel Arteta does. And again, after this deal done for Gabriel Magalhães, what will we focus on? It could be Soumare, it could be Partey, who knows? But that is the news that we have been linked to Boubakary Soumare from Lille once again. Lille. Last bit of news is on Matteo Guendouzi, and apparently he becomes a cheaper alternative for the French giants Paris Saint-Germain. L'Equipe are claiming that PSG are lining up a move for Matteo Guendouzi as his Arsenal career appears to be coming to an end. The French midfielder has been axed from the Arsenal first team squad after he had a bust-up with Mikel Arteta. Obviously, he had that row with Neil Maupay at the end of the Brighton game when obviously Leno got injured in that. The French midfielder has been axed from the Arsenal first team after he had a bust-up with Arteta, as we just said. The midfielder has reportedly got in trouble with his manager for a long time now, and the last straw seems to be his antics in the game against Brighton. He hasn't played for the club since that game, and he was even asked to train away from the others before the end of the last season. The report claims that Mikel Arteta has given the club the go-ahead to sell him off this summer as they look to bring in more cash to sign other transfer targets, including Thomas Partey. The name, it's been repeated a lot. PSG is interested in signing another midfielder, and the number one target is suggested to be Lazio's Serge Milinkovic-Savic. However, the Italians will not sell him on cheap, and the Champions League finalists are looking at alternative. They have identified Guendouzi as one player who can do the job, and the report claims the former trainee will cost them around 40 million euros. Arsenal will be shaking up their squad in this transfer window, and midfield is one position they'll hope to add some quality. Now, Guendouzi, I knew for quite a while. He's been linked to Paris Saint-Germain. You know, he has, obviously, he's French, Guendouzi, so going to Paris will be quite a good proposition for Guendouzi. You know, Paris is the capital of France. It's where every French player really wants to live. And I think Guendouzi won't rule that out by any stretch, and I think he would like that. Obviously, we've offered Guendouzi to Lyon as well for Hassem Aouar. So we're really toying around with these French clubs to try and give Guendouzi to them so we can bring him some money to secure some of our targets. In my opinion, just do it. Please, Paris Saint-Germain also been linked with Hector Bellerin with the video we did this morning. So please go check that out in the description. Not in the description box. You go on my channel, you'll find that video on Hector Bellerin we did. He's also been linked to Paris Saint-Germain. Maybe you could do some sort of double deal where we send Bellerin and Guendouzi off to Paris Saint-Germain in a deal maybe worth up to 70 to 80 million pounds. That would be a huge boost for our transfer budget if we can actually make that happen. But again, I don't think Paris Saint-Germain will sign both of those players. I think Guendouzi is one of those that Paris, you know, will look as a future option for the future, and I think they might sign him now, maybe on loan, or maybe a loan with an option to buy it. They've not really said that in this report, but it's interesting to see what happens with this Guendouzi one. But I do think his time at Arsenal has now come to an end. He has to move, and we have to move on from him, and he has to move on from us now, you know. Anyway, we're going to get a profit for him because we signed him for around 7 to 8 million pounds, and the sort of fee we're looking to get for him is around 30 to 40 million pounds. So we're definitely going to make a profit on him, which is pretty decent. Maybe elsewhere he can sort out his attitude issues and become a real world-class player. I'm not gonna ever regret it because I still think he's a really good player, but his attitude issues have meant that we're going to have to sell him. So that is the news that Guendouzi has been linked to Paris Saint-Germain as an alternative to their number one target, which is Milinkovic-Savic. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.